So then, without any delay, we will start the first session on the registry and the Inspire registry, which we will be delivering together with our colleagues of Bilbomatica, the contractors which are taking care of the maintenance of this tool. And we'll start with an introduction about the registry. First of all, we should understand what is the registry and what is the main aim of this tool. The registry provides a central access point where a community can commonly share the reference codes, their labels and descriptions, helping them to, for example, share common and agreed control vocabularies, glossaries, thesauri, taxonomies, etc., which are agreed in that community. So the objective of the tool is, apart from providing this interoperability framework for this community, is to allow these contents to be easily browsed either by humans through the graphic interface, that web interface that is provided by the tool, and also retrieved by machines through the use of its REST API, which is available. Here you can see in the screen the URL of the tool in Join App, which is the platform where this interoperability application is shared and promoted in public in the web. And you can see also in the screen that there are different levels of organization of this content. First of all, with the registry tool, you can add a kind of container, a register, which may contain different items, and each of these items could have a relationship to this container, to this register, and have a commonly shared URI, which is identifying this, uniquely identifying this element, and also the version of the element in case there are few versions available once there has been some changes in the item, a description and a definition of each of these items. So this is a way to share this content. Just to briefly say about the versions that the registry software is working at the moment. Version 2.0 was introduced time ago and was really a milestone in the development of this open source application, because it introduced an interactive administration interface, which makes this software tool very easy and wise to be used. So the latest version of the software available is now version 2.5.3, provided by March this year. It's important to remark which are the main benefits of using this registry tool. This is an application useful to avoid mistakes, because when you are sharing across your community or organization the agreed reference codes, you are pointing with a URL with this specific concept, their label, their possible translations, etc. So when you are referring these items in your data, you are unable to provide mistakes because this is the main objective of a registry, to point to the exact values that you are sharing across your community. The tool also facilitates the internationalization, not only with the translations, possible translations of the registered items in the registry, but also internationalization of the user interface of the tool. And this is done by providing multilingual labels. In summary, the tool ensures semantic interoperability when exchanging data between systems and applications, and even outside your community. You can share also your concepts, glossaries, code etc. with other communities, and this means an increase of value of your reference codes that you are using in the application. Some background information: the development of this registry tool started in 2015, when the European Commission's Joint Research Center started the development of a tool to satisfy the semantic interoperability requirements that were set by the INSPIRE directive. And probably many of you know the main instance of this software application, which is the INSPIRE Registry, implementing this tool, which is the screen that you can see in the slide. Later on in 2020, and given the high reusability potential of this tool, it was decided to release it as a generic open source project to support semantic interoperability across any other organizations. So now that we mentioned the INSPIRE directive and the INSPIRE registry as a main instance of the tool, just to briefly say that the INSPIRE registry is part of the core INSPIRE central components, which are widely used in the European spatial data infrastructure. And there are several additional instances in the member states which are reusing this software tool. So it's not only the INSPIRE registry, but there are many other instances that are implementing such tool. And here you can see briefly the contents of the main instance, the INSPIRE registry, where different registers, these containers that we mentioned at the beginning. And for example, you can see registers for providing an INSPIRE glossary, also INSPIRE codelist register with codelist and its corresponding values, feature concepts, layers, format, media types, codelist related to metadata or using the metadata, etc. There is plenty of contents that are widely shared across the INSPIRE community, and this is a good example as well of the benefits of this application, so that for each of these registers you can share the different items that are defined inside across your community. The registry software, we mentioned that it's an open source tool which is licensed under the UPL license, and it's worth to mention that the tool is available in the OSGeo Live software package, which you can find in this URL appearing in the slide, and which constitutes probably the easiest way to install the application in a flexible manner. So currently the registry software is used by the European Commission in this Inspire registry instance that we briefly described, and also its use was analyzed also by the publications of Office of the European Union recently in order to study the possible use of this software for the publication of corporate reference datasets shared across the European Commission. But apart from the European Commission, there are also other agencies and companies in the member states and EFTA countries that are using the tool. And you can see in the right-hand side of the screen the list of countries that we know they are implementing instances reusing the software. Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, Finland, Germany, Italy, Netherlands, Republic of North Macedonia, Slovakia, and Spain. This is the list that we are aware at the moment. And these countries are reusing different versions of the software. Some of them are in versions based on version 1 of the software. Others have also moved to the version 2 of the software. But apart from these agencies, there are also several European funded projects and private companies and even other organizations outside Europe that are implementing this software tool in some instances, and the best example here is the Republic of Colombia as part of the special data infrastructure of the country. In the URL that you can see in the bottom of the slide, you can see the list of instances that we are aware of at the moment, and could be interesting for you to check. Just to briefly, shortly on the core features of the tool. So first of all, since it's a way to share information across your community, it's a collaborative platform. So there may be different actors that are exchanging information in that way, and given the possibility to also make changes to this content. These different actors may take different roles in the management of this information or registry content. The tool is also having an intuitive, user-friendly interface, including a web application, which can be used for administrations to open new items, make changes, and manage the content, and also for users to browse the information that is shared in each of these instances of the software. So as part of the management, there are different options. So the default option is to manage the information according to the ISO standard 19135 to provide standard registries of geospatial information, and but this provides a kind of formal framework in order to manage the content in a way that will be explained later on in the demos. But the tool is also providing a simplified workshop, which was introduced in recent versions of the software in version 2, where this content could be managed in a more simplified way in order to also support simplified needs for example, for other type of organizations that are not needing this level of formalization. The content that is shared in the registry is highly flexible, and the data models for each of the registers shared in the registry are customizable data models As said, there is a possibility to provide multilingual content support in case the users of the application need for that, which includes the translation of the registered items and also the translation of the user interface of the tool. As part of a registry, it's based on persistent identifiers for the different items included in the registry, which is the basis for pointing at them as well. So, in fact, these persistent identifiers are constituted by URIs. So the URIs that are used for accessing each of the items registered. And apart from this, the tool is supporting versioning of these items, which opens the floor for having a trace of the historic versions of each item, and also a way of pointing to each of the versions that were active or used in a specific point of time. This version is also related to the different status of the items, and we will also see these different values in the demonstrations today. The tool is also offering this RESTful API with content negotiation, which is including an open API 3 descriptor. The registry also provides the possibility to make free text searches against the content which is managed in your instance. And it's supporting different formats that you can see in the screen, but these formats can be easily added additional ones or customized. The default formats are JSON and a specific ISO standard XML format. The tool is also offering the possibility to add different actors in the management in the formal management of the content, including the possibility to use multiple authentication methods. Like, for example, in the Inspire registry, we are using the EU login application, but this is this possibility to customize that as well. And also, we have several examples in the Inspire registry. There is a possibility to add elements or items that are externally governed. Just introducing the external URIs where these elements are managed. For example, you can point in this way to registered items that are registered in another registry or application. So. And apart from that, there is also the possibility to make a federation of registers. In this way, there is a specific format, which is the ROR, the so-called register of registers, which is enabling this possibility. So here you can see an example of this register federation tool, which allows to create a distributed federation of registers. And now we are showing the example of the Inspire Register Federation tool, which is implemented by the European Commission in the scope of the Inspire Directive. And this register federation or register of registers is providing a central access point to the federation, which is allowing to share the information which is included in each of the registries that are shared across the federation. allowing the users to search for the content in such registers. So and also the items contained in them. So it's a way of sharing the items you are managing in your community, but also share with other communities. And all this content can be publicly accessed via graphic user interface and API. If you are interested on that, you can also look at the INSPIRE Registry Federation URL, which is at the bottom of the slide. The tools, the registry, and also the associated register of registers is available in the GitHub repository, which is correctly referenced in the slide, where you also find, for example, the release strategy, which is currently active for the governance and development of this tool. At the moment, we are having four releases of the software in the year, in March, June, September, and if not wrong, December. And this help desk, this repository is also offering an issue help desk where you can share any questions or issues you may have when implementing the software. Also, there is a separate repository, GitHub repository for the INSPIRE Registry, with also separate release strategy, which in this case is not related to the different deliveries of the software, but in that case, it's related to the different releases of the content of the INSPIRE registry, this specific instance. So the submitting, the organizations that are allowed to participate in this INSPIRE content management may raise any change proposals they may propose for the content of this instance, and this is distributed according to the release strategy in two different releases over the year, at the end of July and at the end of January each year. And all these change proposals and any other issues about this registry instance are shared in the corresponding help desk that you can see also in the slide. So on the registry software, the latest release we have are in the screen. So latest is the one delivered in March this year, version 2.5.3, and you can browse for each of the releases. There is a list of new features and bugs that have been resolved in each of the releases, and the next release will take place in June, so next month, at the end of the month. Normally, and this is will be version 2.6.0. You can here find the milestone for this release, where there is an indication of the different issues that will be taken into account. In this case, providing improvements on the caching of the content, also corrections about the functionality for bulk editing the content and providing email notifications. So in that case, this release will be providing also an in-depth testing of the application in order to make a robust and reliable version that could be registered across the registry community. Just near to finishing this presentation for introduction, and we want to share with you this surveys that we are running in order to gather feedback on the use of the tool, the registry software, but also the Inspire Registry instance. So we could appreciate if after the training, or even better, after you have test the software and have some experience in reusing it, we would kindly appreciate if you could left your opinion in these surveys, which is our aim to improve the application. So this is just a brief slide on the community and communication channels that we are using for the registry tool, also for the Inspire Registry for managing the contents, so that you can have this information handy in the future.